Think we're live? Excellent. Okay, good. Hello. As always, I am sitting here wondering if I missed anything. The eternal thing that I do forever and always because I never know. I start my stream thinking I've done everything, but then I have to spend the first few minutes wondering, did I do everything I need to do? And the only way to know is to hope for the best. Because there is no way to know. It just is what it is, and therefore, I don't know, it just is what it is, I guess. There's not much else to say about it. Hello, Phobia, how are you doing today? I'm thinking about trying to stream this more often because, man, I really don't get a lot of progress out of one stream, and the long waits in between also puts me out of practice. So I really need to start doing this more often. It's just, you know? How are you, man? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about you? Oh, messages are really delayed, are they? Yeah, even I'm waiting for them. Hello? OBS? There it is. Those two messages popped up at the same time. Now that's a delay in app. But that's on OBS's side. I think the stream itself is probably just the 20 seconds as usual. But yeah, today we do some more of the climbing, and hopefully getting a lot closer to actually getting over it instead of just sort of making our way higher and higher and not really getting anywhere, you know? I mean, we did get a new PB last time, so it's still something, even if it's not quite the peak of what we wish to achieve. Doing well, thanks for asking, that's good. Glad to hear you're doing well, Phobia. While we wait, what's your favorite dinosaur? Truth be told, I'm probably gonna lurk. I have laundry to do. Ah, okay. Good luck with the laundry. 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 When this stream ends, I am gonna... What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, when this stream ends, I'm gonna update Genshin because I'm gonna play that. Or because it has an update. So I deleted Kingdom Hearts after recording the Atlantica and Olympus stuff this morning. My favorite dinosaur is the Ankylosaurus. Armored and a club. The perfect defense style. Fair enough. But yes, yes, I finished the recordings and the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Was it, yeah, Kingdom Hearts, so Atlantica and Olympus I have played. And now that that's finished, I have deleted Kingdom Hearts temporarily so that I can update my Genshin. And then after I've updated Genshin, I will re-download Kingdom Hearts. But first I will play some more Persona because I want to get back to Persona because Persona is fun. I'm currently at a part of the story where it's like I need to know what happens next. But I am busy, and therefore I will not be getting back to that soon. What can you do? What was the thing? play. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've gotten at a part in the story in Persona where things are really intense and I need to know what happens next. But my schedule is a bit busy today, so I am not getting around to that for quite some time. I first have to, or first did the recording, and now I'm streaming, and then I'm gonna update Genshin, which means that I also won't be using my computer because, yeah, when it gets to the installing part or the verification thing, the thing where it validates the files or whatever, that makes it pretty slow, so then I can't really play the game well, so I won't be playing Persona while it updates, because then that's gonna be a pain, and I can't just save and quit at any time, so that's not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna have to wait on that. Anyway, I think we've got it all sorted out. Let's go over to, what's it called? The game! It appears to be, yeah, it's showing on screen. Good. In case you're wondering why the little bar down below is white and not some other color like blue or something, it's because I'm working on or planning to change my overlay, but mostly just the color and some of the things about it. Ah, someone is playing Sims 4. Good for them. Yes, this is what I wanted to do before we get started. And there we go. All is ready, and we can proceed. Now, let's try and get back into the swing of things first, because that's always the first step. Getting the feel of it. Oh, yeah, no, I feel is way off. So just gotta get the feel of it again before I mess up. What did I just press? Okay, it doesn't look like it messed up the stream in any way. Good. Let's go back to the game then. Ah, thank goodness I was getting back into the swing of it first before just straight up trying, because I forgot to take away the obstructions from my mouse, and that would have been a problem. Oh, well, that was a hippie skip hop jump fly and bump. Oh. Well, this isn't what I want. Neither is that. But this is more beneficial. There we go. The orange is once again back to where it belongs. This little table. Now let's be careful about this. Ah, dang it, I forgot. I looked at how I get further on the rocks, but I forgot to look at exactly how I launch myself to get onto the rocks in the first place. Because if I launch myself just straight into them, I bump my head and fall. Oh, Leviathan, how are you doing today? Well, okay, I did it. Nice. Okay, so from what I remember and what I checked before coming here to do this, you put yourself like that, set yourself down over there. Oh, too fast. Okay. I'm gonna have to move myself up just a little bit, because as it currently stands, I'm gonna slide off if I do anything. There, that should be good enough. Now I just need to mess up this, not mess up this. Just need to remember my training. I should not think about it, I should just feel it. Last night it snowed a ton where I live. I could barely leave the house. Huh. Do you like the snow? Okay, so this time I will do this part right. Don't know how exactly I messed it up last time, but I know I did. Quite terribly. Alright. New personal best, or PB as it is called. Nice. Ooh. Okay, this looks good, this looks good. We can get the hammer there. And now what? Now we launch ourselves. Oh, we did it. Thumbs up. Yeah. Wow, it is hot today. I very much don't like the snow. Ah, so then it is not a good thing. Wait, so this is collision, but... But I can go through a lot of it, but I can't go through all of it. That's weird. Anyway. I was questioning things again, that's why I fell. As we have learned last time, I should not question things, because that is when things go wrong. But remember that. That is the golden rule. Or does the golden rule always tell the truth? I don't know. Oh man. I moved the mouse a bit too slow. I'm still getting used to it again. But yeah, very much don't like the snow. Okay. I haven't had much snow in my life. There have been maybe 2 or 3 days where it snowed in my life so far. And it hasn't been a lot on any of them. I don't want to throw the hammer too far and shove myself off. But then I end up not getting it on the thumb. This is a bit tough. Okay. Come on. There you go. You can do this, Mr. Botman. Anywho, I'll take a nap now. Farewell. Rest peacefully, Leviathan. I hope your nap goes well. There we go. Thanks for the save. Thumbs up. Oh, but my hammer is kind of... There we go. Can you give me a boost? Thanks. Alright, and... Bat jump scare. They actually did make a sound, you could just barely hear it, because even I could barely hear it. Okay. Oh. Oh. We've made it to the checkpoint.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
I don't think it's hidden, but sure. Yo! Okay, this is cool. We've actually made a lot of progress today. More than we have in, like, what? 3 or 4 streams at this point? Okay, so this one... I had to hazard a guess as to how I get up here. That ain't quite what I wanted to do, but that's as close as I could get. Whoa. Oh, you know what? You're right. That's not the way to go about it. This is. Okay, but I'm having trouble with my swings. Okay, maybe that's not it either. Oh well. I at least tried. That much can be said. Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. And then we have the hole. The hole of... Yeah, unnecessary fear. What even is that down there? Is it just part of the building or what's going on there? But yeah, this hole is essentially just a big troll where it's like, okay, if you fall down this one, guess where you end up? And then the answer is actually, it's basically just, I was just kidding, don't worry about it. But it's essentially just here to troll you, I imagine. To make you think, oh no, I don't want to fall down there, and then make you panic a lot when you do. So how am I gonna get this launch then? Oh. They're on the side of that mountain. Well, never mind, I did not reach that. I went a bit above it. A bit above it. Quite a bunch. Fly and... Oh, no, never mind. You can't grab onto that. Well, guess I was wrong. Huh. Wait. Let's do that again. Never mind. It's fine. This way, that way, this way. Aha, we did it. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere today. I mean, we're probably gonna end up going all the way back down. But for now, we're actually getting somewhere. Whoa. Had to open my mouth. It is kind of tricky to get the launch exactly right, though. Like, the sensitivity is kind of whack at times. But clearly I have proven that it is possible. So by all means, I can do it. And since I know that, I don't have to worry about it. Because as I've also proven many times with this game so far, if I can do it once, I can do it again. In fact, I've already proven it today when I made it up those rocks. And even farther beyond. Okay, I think this is actually a good spot.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far.
Oops.
Endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
I'm glad you feel that way, Bennett Foddy, but I will also say, it hasn't really bothered me all that much, I gotta be honest. Like, I know that you might have been intentionally trying to hurt whoever was playing and such, but I actually did enjoy the little speaking parts you did. And while it probably would have annoyed a lot of people, I wouldn't have minded more of it. You know, that feeling of still having someone along for the ride all the way. Ooh. Well, that's somewhere I am now. Now I gotta remember, how would I do this? From where? With what? I think it was around here. This is probably good enough. Well, that ain't it. Alright, and... Well, somehow we did that. Okay, just panicked a bit with my arm there, so I didn't make it, but I could have if I tried. I realized earlier that I'd be able to do that. Okay, so we know we can do that. Now we just need to... My light just flickered, and that bothers me. It's flickering a lot, actually. Could you please stop flickering? It throws me off. Thank you. There we go. Ah, close enough. Oh. Warframe. The reason I just randomly said Warframe is because a friend of mine is now playing it. Just went online in it. I haven't played Warframe in quite a long time. The main reason for that just being I do not have enough storage space to play something that big. or to keep it stored on my computer at all times, not with everything else I need. But you know, I'll have more space open for other things again when I've completely finished Kingdom Hearts 1 and delete it for a while until I eventually re-download it to move on to the next bunch of it. Because as with every game series I've touched so far, I'm gonna play the one game and then leave a big gap before the next. Well, I guess I can't say every series because I did play Penumbra Black Plague not long after. What was the first one? Overture. So, I guess it's not with every game I've played so far, every series-based thing. But it is with the majority of them, like Batman and... I feel like there was something else. It will be the same with Hollow Knight and Silksong when Silksong eventually releases. Is there something else I've done that with? Let's see here. Well, I've done that with Five Nights at Freddy's so far, so yeah, there is something else, at least one. And aside from that, we have Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Anything else? We started with Rayman Legends instead of Origins, but that's because I semi-recently played Origins, so there's not much of a point to doing that again. Not only played, but I think I 100%'ed it. Even getting the final character. Shantae and the Seven Sirens is also a late into the series thing that we played, where it's the newest entry instead of starting from the start. Anything else? Nope. Well, there was also Resident Evil 4 technically, but that's a little different because the games aren't entirely connected and entirely the sequel to the other and such. Depends on which ones you're playing, but yeah, a lot of them aren't entirely connected to the rest of them. I know 4 has a lot of connections because the characters appear in multiple games and such. Speaking of which, I think there was actually a DLC campaign thingy in the original Resident Evil 4, which I have not yet finished, so I've been thinking about getting back to that as well, to do that. Well, oops. Should not have swung my hammer that way, because I threw myself off. There we go. Nice. Oh, well, that's not what we wanted to do, but it is fine. Because it still led to the same end goal, even if it didn't have the same whatever else attached to it. Yep. Okay, well, we actually want to be on this little edge here, because so far it feels like it's... I do not want to pull it down that much. Okay, it feels like it's easier to get there from the ledge so far, this edge. Easier to launch ourselves there from here. And there we go. Good. And then 3, 2, launch. Huh. Unexpected move, but not an unwelcome move. Okay, that's... Okay. Nice. Okay. I think in theory you could launch yourself there from here. But I'd probably have a better and easier time from up there. But let's give it a shot anyway. This time let's not make the same mistake we did last time of just flinging ourselves over. There we go. There's a snowman somewhere ahead of us we saw just moments ago. And by moments, I mean quite a few minutes at this point, probably. There it is, okay. So, I think a slop like that. Yeah. Good, okay. I went through so many words to get to hop. Like, I think you could hear 3 different words turning into hop there. Okay. I can't see the next thing. There it is, never mind. I can see it. Okay, so I think maybe I can set myself down there. I can, cool. And then... Nice. Okay. There's the next one. So if we position... Oh! We position ourselves right over here. There we go. While my hand skill is not peak, do not ride the snake. So I think it's time for a story, since I am now at the snake. I'm gonna probably ride it anyway at the end, accidentally. But let's just talk about a little something in regards to the snake while we're here. So originally, years ago, when I thought about someday making videos about this or streaming it or whatever, I thought that I'd pretty much take the game like a champ, not rage much, not have much issue, yada yada. So far, much to my surprise, that actually did mostly go that way, which I thought, yeah, I think I'd be able to do it, but when I actually get to it, I probably won't. So far, though, I haven't really, so I guess that part did remain true, but I thought I was gonna make it, I thought about, like, making it here, and then just to torment everyone watching, flinging myself straight at the snake and riding it all the way down to go back up. But I feel with how long the journey's been so far, it would probably be best to put an end to it at some point. So I might ride the snake. It'd probably be an accident. But as it
We
currently
have the same
goes...
taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
Yeah. Like I could ride the snake, and I might. Accidentally probably, but it is a thing where it's like, let's put try and put a satisfying end to this journey at some point, you know? Okay, so never mind, that idea does not work. If you try to push off the bucket moves away. So let's wait for it to chill out a bit again. Okay, kind of takes a while to stand, so let's help it just a bit. Oh, we can't reach that far. Oh well. It doesn't have to come to a full-on stop, but at least a little bit less than it is now. Oh. Whoops. I mean, I can at least say that I tried. Oopsie. Did not mean to push that far, but it's fine. Okay. So we're gonna put ourselves on it and throw ourselves off it. Or yeah, maybe this could work. Nope, it does not achieve what we wanted to achieve. Like, the problem is, on the one side it was too far to the right, on the other it was too far to the left, and now it's once again too far to the left. Okay, now it's shaking a lot. Best way to stop it would be to intervene. I have not successfully intervened. Okay, that halted it a little bit, but I think it was already starting to chill out at that point, so it is what it is. Fly and grab it, there we go. Oh wait, yeah, that's a good idea. Terrible idea, but a good idea at the same time. Oh, okay. That was actually satisfying. That felt cool. Swinging the bucket to swing myself up, then fling it. Okay, well, that was less cool. I don't know if I should just throw myself right or if I should try going up the left side. But yeah, let's see if I can successfully do the swing again. Because maybe I was just lucky. Not want to go that far? Well, okay, when it starts moving fast, it gets really hard to maintain the control and position of the mouse, or the hammer head. So, gotta make sure to not start swinging it too fast before launching. Noted. Oh, okay. Yup. Oops. Well, that's not helpful. There we go. I think I altered it a bit. Slowed it down. There we go. Okay. This is not good. We're going too fast again. But it's fine. Because we made it again. Yeah, now launching to that side is gonna be hard as well. So maybe let's try what we did last time again. But this time we just be a little bit more careful and patient about it and try to do it the right way. Well, that did... Is that a slippery surface? Because I feel like my hammer didn't exactly do what I feel it should have. What I expect from it in terms of how it feels and such. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Calm down. Okay. I think I'm swinging too fast again because I'm doing all of these launches, which of course require a lot of swing force, rather than minor adjustments as I have been doing before now. Oh my goodness, that's actually... Huh. I wonder if that's intentional. Sort of forcing you to do a lot of launches, and then afterwards you have to refrain from doing them. But now your arm is used to the more heavy motion of the launches, and as a result you mess up. I wonder if that's a part of the design there. Could be. Whoops. My bad. There we go. Just as intended. Okay, and... Flingaroo! Look at you! Yeah, I figured as much. I was too far on the edge. Need to be a bit more centered than that. And launch. Okay, never mind. Back down. Oops. Almost got on that snake. What a wild ride that would have been. I actually wonder if the snake has a more slippery surface. For the sake of making it so that you don't just hang on to it. Oops. Gotta work on my hammer control when I'm on there. That's not how you grab things. I guess my mid-air hammer control in general needs work, but I am good at placing it somewhere and launching myself to a somewhat exact position. Okay, well, never mind. I thought I was gonna launch myself in the opposite direction that I did. Oh, down there. There we go. Alright. Swing this way. Swing this way. Swing this way. We're swinging too fast. But it's fine. Okay, let's just be careful about it this time. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem very careful. That does not bode well for the idea of being careful. Wait, is that why I can't go up there? Because I keep hitting my head against that. How did it take me so long to notice? There we go. Okay. So let's position ourselves on that mast, pole, whatever you want to call it, the little wooden fence block thing. There we go. I think we can just climb that further. Going off of the rock from earlier, I might be able to do this. Oh wow. And how far is this? Because this is the first time I've ever seen this environment. This is... It's one of the last obstacles, I think. I think once you make it up this mountain, you have to climb a cell tower or something, or a lighthouse, and then after that you go to space, and if you make it past all the debris, you win. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it goes. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Crumbling Insanity? Or Crumbling Sanity? I remember you. Took me a little bit of a moment though, but I am pretty sure I've seen you before. Oh man, you really must have gotten busy with this game for real. I can respect it for sure. Yeah, I made a lot of progress today actually. Oh, and it's not even 40 minutes in yet. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, so far today things have gone pretty well in the game, though I probably shouldn't say that because I'm gonna fall down terribly if I do. As you can see. So never ever tell yourself it's going well because that's when things will go wrong. I'm doing just fine. Hope you're doing it well yourself. I am doing well, thank you very much. Wouldn't it suck if right before we make it, you die of arm death? That would have been wild. But yeah, I don't think arm death will come today. We'll have to see. A lot can still happen. It's still the early minutes. Yeah, I definitely seen you before, lol. Okay. Because you definitely seem familiar. Alright, so let's give this a... Oh! That's something. Okay. So... Oh, too fast. Get ourselves closer again. Oh, that's not what I meant, but you know what? I somehow landed in a great spot. No, that's a bad idea, never mind. Thought maybe I should just fling myself up. Maybe that'll make things better, but when I think about it, if I try that, I'm probably just gonna fling myself into oblivion and fall a lot. Oh, wow. Are we really that close, or does this mountain have like a second stretch, and this is just right? Oh. Okay. This is just like a... make you think you're almost there and then plot twist you're not kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, we might still ride the snake today. We'll have to see what happens. Currently everything from this point forward is very much undetermined. It's kind of insane how precise you have to be. Like you have a pile of Jenga blocks that you're so desperately trying to make not fall. That is kind of how it is, yeah. You should have seen my precision in some of the things earlier. Like there's this part where you have a bunch of floating rocks with snow on them and a bunch of snowmen. Or a snowman at some point that's hanging upside down. They're all floating in the air and you have to move between them to move on. So jump from one to the other. And I perfectly did every single one of the launches. So sometimes I get pretty precise. Sometimes. So sometimes it's tough. Oh, that went fast. It sort of clicked into place. I was not ready. Okay. It's kind of tough to get it positioned so that it doesn't start sliding down again. I might have to look back in the stream to witness that. That's what I like to hear. That's why they call you the chosen one. Yeah, I don't think anyone has called me that, but thank you very much for the compliment. It took me a while to realize, like just a moment there, to realize that those sounds are sounds of it essentially shaving the ice and not like horse sounds, because for a second there I thought those were horse sounds. Oh no, my mouse is running out of space to move. My mouse pad is way too small. The chosen ghost, yeah. Oh no. The mouse pad is too small for this. Okay. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Just gotta be careful. Well, I had to open my mouth, didn't I? Ah, the mouse. There's not enough space for it. If you want to get a pretty accurate idea of what the mouse to mousepad ratio is, I can show it to you if you ask. But basically there's not a lot of space to move up and not a lot of space to move down. So in a case like this, as you can probably tell, I need to be very careful with how I pull it, because there's not a lot of space to pull it down on. Like, look at that, it's already starting to move off of the mouse pad at this point. And that's when I started at the top of the mouse pad. And what's super funny, when you said horse, I almost typed for. Wonder in what words place. I think I have been on the internet too long. You're doing great so far. Thank you very much. I think so too, but your luck can change at any second. Just like that. I guess I'm not on the internet enough because I don't really know what you're talking about with the whole horse thing. Oh. Don't slippery slide, Mr. Potman. Oh. Well, I'm trying to see if I can maybe get it better by doing it fast, but so far, as you can tell, that's not quite working. Oh. Up. Okay, so do it fast, not too fast. Do it fast, not too fast. That's the way. It's like I learned last time. Don't think about it, just do it. And I'm back to where I was before I did that, I think. Oh, pain. Yeah, it's pain. You don't? Oh, I don't think you do. Never mind what I said then. Ah, okay. But yeah, kind of pain, but also it's like, it's fine so far, you know? I haven't snaked yet, but I still have a lot of time to make it back to the snake. So we'll see where this goes. Man, I really need to get a bigger mouse pad. This thing isn't working, and I can't do it on my desk because my desk has a very weird texture that makes the mouse slide around a lot. So the desk definitely won't work for this. But then the mouse pad is so small, so it's hard really move it all the way that I need to move it. And how did you get the little trademark symbol for your profile? I didn't even notice that. Huh. Wacky. I've been trying to do that for ages. Also, hello. I have mental problems. Oh, so that's not good. I mean, I feel someone with the name Crumbling Sanity probably has those as well. But yeah, how are you doing? In fact, I don't even think I've asked you how you're doing either, Sanity. So, Mackledale and Sanity, how are the two of you doing today? I'm gonna slide off again. There we go. There we go. That's a good place to have the hammer. We've reached the limits of our mousepad again. Okay. I can't tell if that steepness there is a problem or not. Okay, good luck, Mackledale. Yeah, I was just about to ask you, did you have the mousepad or something? It's all good if you don't ask me. My brain is too all over the place to even worry too much. Okay. I'm alright. It's good. Just for a quick sense of the scope of my mousepad versus my mouse itself, you can see down there, that's my mousepad and my mouse on it. As you can see, the space that it has to move up and down is not a lot. Sideways is fine, but up and down, as you can see, that's not gonna work at all. Because up and down is a very small space to work with. So that's why the mousepad here causes so much problem. Whoop. Wait, that's your actual mouse? Yeah, the blue tape that you see on it is just there to sort of block out the red laser light so that that's not shining in everyone's eyes. But yeah, that's my mouse and my mouse pad. And you can slightly see my keyboard and my PC itself off to the left, even though it's to my right. Things are a little flipped around there because I have made some mistakes when doing some things, so the little light strip on my arm as well, you see it on my right arm, but the light strip is actually on my left arm. That is corrected in the Kingdom Hearts outfit, as everything there is mirrored to work accordingly, but on this outfit I actually keep forgetting to do that. Liking the setup and the color palette. I am stupid, I forgot to switch back. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. The room itself has some things. That little chandelier that you see hanging there is something I made once to put on a market, and I don't think anyone's bought it yet, but I was like, I have the asset, so I might as well use it. You know? Whoops. So now I have that chandelier hanging from my roof. The poster in the background is something I made based on a character. Whoa. That almost actually worked. Huh. Wait. No, that's too risky. Let's not try that. Maybe. I'm putting that on the table of considerations. And then the other thing in the background, other than the bed, you can see an artwork. The little white one about me, that's a fan art, one of the first by Master Luck, who isn't in chat right now, but yeah, he's pretty great. It's been around here pretty long by this point. And, you know, he's good company as such. Yeah, so the entire room is made up of assets that I recreated, mostly based on the things I have in real life. So, you know, the mouse pad, the PC, all that. Those are based on my real ones, which I just recreated. And then the posters are things that either well, the one poster I completely made, as in I made a character, I made the lighting and then made it look a certain way and rendered that out and put it on that background. And then there's that artwork, which is by Masterlock, but the rest is all assets made by me, either based on things I have here with me or just made based on things like photos and such. I knew it was too good to be true. Alright. So let's think about this for a sec. Can we logically... No. Never mind. I guess we cannot. What if we just try and quickly... Wait. Oh, never mind. But yeah, the model itself that I'm using at the moment, I didn't make the entire thing. It's mostly something that I made touch-ups to, so I used a thing called Vroid to make a quick model, and then I just made some changes like opening the jacket, changing some of the textures, and editing a bunch of things myself.
Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow, nor
True.
the man, nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent,
Ah,
the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
fair enough. I like your rhymes. Yeah, because I was going to ask about the picture in the back. I thought that might be your brother or someone you know. Yeah, no, the picture, the one is just fan art and the other is the character I made and then rendered out in very specific lighting to just hide it. I forgot you had a narrator in this game. Yeah, you sort of forget about him because he doesn't talk a lot. I was actually talking about earlier how I wouldn't have minded if he had some more things to say throughout the journey, but it's fine. He does at least, well, come back a significant bit for this final stretch. Because that's the second time we've heard him start saying something today, I think, unless I forgot about another. What did I miss? I don't know what you missed. But hello, how are you doing today? Yeah, I am planning to at some point make a model completely from scratch and such, similar to how I made the character visible in that one poster in the background and such, but that's a thing for another day. I made a promise that I'll move on to my own custom model made from scratch when I have been proven that this whole streaming thing is worth the time and effort, which I said would be if we eventually hit the goals to get monetized and all that. We're almost an hour in. This descent up this last area has taken quite some time so far. Okay. I was just a little hopeful there that maybe that's what they wanted me to do. Oh no. Well, things are turning for the worst again. Okay. What the? That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, that's definitely going to depend. Because you do have people now that will get into the YouTube game and then quit really quickly after. Yeah. For me, it's sort of a thing where I was like, I don't know if I'd be able to keep this whole thing up. Because generally, I barely talk more than 2 hours a day. Like, total 2 hours. So when I started off the streaming thing, I didn't really know if I'd be able to pull it off all that much. Because the way I see it, even now, is that I have a bit more of a side character sort of personality. I'm more the type who can add to what one person says rather than working on my own to do all the heavy lifting. I feel that role just works easier and better for me. But so far I will say that I'm getting more and more used to this. And I am enjoying it, which is sort of part of why I didn't want to initially put in a lot of effort, because I was like, let's just test it out and see. Can I do this? How... is it worth my time and such? Do I like it? Does it do anything for me? You know, sort of just testing out that water and not putting in a bunch of time and effort to make something phenomenal, and then in the end you realize it wasn't worth it at all. So I sort of just jumped it in slowly with basic stuff. But yeah. I'm not sure why, but I have to guess a lot of the time when that happens is when they kind of don't realize how much effort you can kind of have to put in, especially for being a smaller streamer. Yeah, it does actually, like, I've been putting in more effort because I made a promise that if I get 100 subscribers, I'll do like more edited videos and such, and all of that I do now, the more effort already takes up a lot of time. So that's definitely a big step. Yeah, how's it like being a VTuber? I don't know, I personally have fun with it, but I can't really give a definitive this is what it's like thing, because the experience is different for every person, based on how their personality would resonate with everything and such. Like, you sort of have to figure it out for yourself. And the only way to do that is to give it a shot and see, is this something that's for me? Is this something that is the way I always thought it would be, or is it something that's actually a lot harder or a lot easier than I thought it would be? Like, that's the thing, people are very different. Okay, never mind, not gonna try that trick. I was hoping maybe it would work, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's sort of very dependent on the person. Right, that makes sense. Just test the waters, and if you really do end up enjoying it yourself, keep going as far as you can. Yeah. That's the approach I went. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry if that made a lot of noise. That was my glass of water. I accidentally bumped it as I took my hand away. But yeah. No, it's definitely something where I had to make sure I'd actually do it, because it seemed fun in concept, but I always had this worry that maybe it's just not for me. Well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't ask anyone to try out the VTubing thing straight away, because unless you know how to make models and stuff on your own, in the rare cases know how to rig, you are going to end up spending a ton of money trying to stay competitive, and I mean competitive in the algorithm sense, to get noticed at least, yeah. You see, that's another thing with how I do things. I sort of also wanted to prove a point to myself in all this. The reason I just essentially use a basic model that you create in a free software with some pre-made assets and such is because I sort of wanted to also prove to myself that people aren't coming to watch me because of my model. They're coming and staying because they enjoy me. I guess that's sort of more a thing that had to do with my personal insecurities at the time, but I wanted to prove to myself that it's not just my model that makes people interested. So I just grabbed this basic, made this basic one, and decided to run on with it. And when I eventually get to a point where it's like, okay, well, over 1,000 people have subscribed and they enjoy my content, a lot of people spend time watching it and all that, then it's like, okay, you know what? They're watching this for me and not for my model. So I can put in the effort to make a better one because I am now good enough to be able to draw attention and keep it. Which is something I probably wouldn't have been good at in my early days. Whoops, all the way back after all that time. But yeah. So I wanted to at least make sure that I, myself, can do it before I try to draw a lot of attention and then I can't carry the weight, you know? I actually like your thinking there, because someone did end up telling me that for some people, they'll end up getting a really sexy looking model expecting that to get them all the way to the top. And they end up realizing that it might not be working as well as intended, and end up getting really mad when they don't get the popularity they were wanting. Yeah, I've also seen some people end up with that thing where they look at one person and say, how can so many people watch someone with this model when I have this model that looks this amazing and get no views? But what a lot of people don't seem to understand is what keeps the people there isn't your model. It's not about that. It's about you. Are you the one that they want to see? Are you the one who can carry it all? Or is it just you want it to look pretty, you hope that would attract attention, and then didn't quite go your way after you spent so much money trying to get something that looks good, because at the end of the day, you yourself are not quite the material that people want. Like, that's sort of the thing. A lot of people expect to just go in, I have an amazing model, people are gonna watch me, they're gonna enjoy me, rather than being like, okay, but can I carry this? Am I good enough for people to keep watching even if they click because they see the model? Like, that's sort of the thing. The model is what makes people click, and your personality is what makes them stay. Now, of course, that isn't always the case. They don't always click for the model, and they don't always stay for the personality. But those are still two very important things to factor in. Because that's how you keep your audience. You have to be able to entertain them, and you need to get them in the first place. How do you do that? By putting yourself out there, by looking like something they'd look at and go, I want to look at that more. So it's a mix of the two. You have to have a good looking model, but you also have to be able to carry the weight that comes with it. Can't have one. You need to have both for the peak experience. Because I've also had that thing where I look at someone and it's like, this person is great and the content they're making is great, but the model just isn't all that appealing to look at, so it sort of makes it a bit harder to watch, and it makes you a bit less likely to pick them up, but then you're still so entertained by the person themselves that you can let the whole model thing slide, because it's like, I enjoy this person's content, you know? That's sort of a big thing about it. You need to be able to have both for the peak experience, but if you want to really just keep people there, you gotta also be able to entertain. Well, I think I pushed myself a little too fast there, so that's why I fell. I'm glad you said that part, though. The model has to be appealing. Yeah. Like, you need to get someone there. My model, I'd say, doesn't currently have a lot of appeals. I mean, I do add some touches to it that makes it change a lot over time. But, yeah. As it currently stands, there's not a lot about my model that brings a lot of appeal to it. There are some of them, like the outfits and such. I feel I like the Kingdom Hearts one a lot. It wouldn't necessarily bring in a huge crowd, because it does still look like a basic Vroid model, but it is more interesting, you know? And it sucks too, because the more wholesome VTubers will make it seem like if you want to look at a good-looking model, that makes you some kind of degenerate somehow. Yeah. My brother has also in the past mentioned how he watches this VTuber, and despite the very lewd nature of the VTuber's appearance, they're actually a really wholesome person. It's just weird and awkward to explain that because that appearance sort of gives you a certain mindset about the person. I don't really know where I fit into everything though. Like, what sort of content am I? What is it about me that people enjoy and such? But I did the other day, and by the other day, I think I actually mean, I think it was actually yesterday, yeah. Like, I've often wondered why people watch me, why people stick around, what it is that I do that's interesting. But yesterday I realized it's probably better if I just don't know. Because if I know, I might just start capitalizing on it too much, and then it goes from being that unique thing to being something that's just way too forced in there to keep the appeal going, you know? So I figured maybe it's better if I just don't know what my appeal is, what it is that keeps people watching and such, because, like, if you give someone too much fan service, then, and I don't mean fan service as in just showing a certain something or whatever, I mean, like, the people who are fans of you enjoy this thing about you. If you give them too much of that, at some point it just gets tired, you know? So you don't want to overdo it on that. And I feel like if I know what that thing is that people enjoy about me, I might start to overdo that a little until the point where I've made it just another thing that starts sort of being meh, you know? That is a big question everyone has to ask and stuff. But if you want to know that stuff, you kind of have to dig into your analytics, and for some people, that's where the interest in YouTube starts to dwindle. So I can understand what you mean by not wanting to check. Yeah, the analytics are one thing, but for me, it's not so much about the analytics side, it's about me, what I provide. I do from time to time look at my analytics to just check, like, how is my retention rate and such, to see if I'm doing well, if the views that are on the videos are actually like full-on views, people who watch far, or just people who click on it and then go nah. So I sort of try to keep that in mind as well. But I don't necessarily let it discourage me. I personally have a thing about wanting to always move forward and improve upon my past self, so for me it's basically just a call to say, you're not doing quite as well as you can. Think about what you can do to do better, without trying to capitalize too much on one thing that'll grow tired super fast. How did I do this before? Like I've already said, I did it once, so I can do it again, but how? I kind of want to see if I can just, if I do it just right, put the hammer in the right places each time, I can put myself up there a lot faster. There we go, that's sinking place. Oh. Oh, the thing sort of got stuck there for a moment. Okay, I think I sort of get it. I'm not supposed to push myself too fast because then I push myself off. Like that. But I need to sort of grab into a place and pull myself forward just a tiny bit and grab before I can start sliding. I think that's the way to go about it. Okay, well, definitely too late to stop the sliding there. Yeah, it's tough. It's something that I just proved can work, but executing it correctly is tough. Yeah, no, this could take a while. Kinda looks like this is gonna take up the entire rest of the stream. Yeah, we're at part 7, I still haven't finished. Can you believe it? I got stuck at some part for way too long. And this might be the next such part. But, you know, I believe I can eventually do it. Big problem I face is that I take like a 2-week break, maybe more, in between almost every stream, so then I have to get the feel for it back every single time I get back. Which is kind of like, yeah, that's a bit tough. Needing to get a feel for it every single time you get back. This is so sad. Yeah. But it's fine, you know, I don't mind. I kind of enjoy playing Getting Over It on stream because it's a good time to talk, you know? There's not much of the stimulation sort of things going on. That's probably also part of why it's taking so long, because I'm not entirely focused on the game at all times. But for me, I like playing this because I get to sort of just chill and talk, you know? But yeah. I'm impressed that you haven't lost your mind yet. With a mindset like yours, if you still want to be a VTuber, you'll make it far. Thank you very much. That's going to be a problem you might have to deal with early on. Because if you want to make it, if you're smaller, it's being consistent. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I might play this more even after I finish it, but that's still a to be determined sort of thing. Is English your native language? It is not. English is my second language. I can so vaguely hear that there is a subscriber, but I can't actually clearly hear it. But thank you for subscribing, Hapu. I appreciate it a lot. By the way, do you know how to get up this mountain most effectively? Because this has been taking quite a while so far. Because stuff like that happened. What is your first language, if you don't mind me asking? Personally, I prefer not to tell. But just know that it's not English. I'm not entirely proud of it all, to be honest, but sort of can't control where you're born and how you feel about it. Whoops. That almost went bad. But yeah, for the most part, I pretty much only speak English on stream. There have been some rare occasions where I say things in other languages, but that's generally just a quick moment, and the language isn't necessarily my first language, it's just, or native language, it's just a language. The thing that tends to happen is I tend to have these spontaneous moments where I'd either say a word or speak in a funny accent or something, and it just happens. It's not something I really think about, it's just sort of, there we go. Well, okay, we're going down again. Gotta be faster when climbing. You keep sliding, yeah. I've sort of figured out the being faster thing, but it's also sort of hard to exactly nail that, because another thing that does happen if I try to go faster is that I sometimes push myself off for going a little bit too fast. It's tricky to find the perfect balance between the two. It's also a bit tough to work with this mouse pad, because my mouse pad doesn't have a lot of up and down space to work with. I just pogo sticked. Oh no. Yeah, that keeps happening when I try to do it fast. Oh. Oh, wait, I think I get it. I need to not necessarily do it fast, but I need to anchor myself. That's the thing. Okay, not swing fast, anchor yourself quickly, and then pull up fast-ish. Okay, I see, I see. Okay, not much anchor room there. Never mind. I don't even know what phase this is anymore. I forgot to count after 5. Did you try doing it fast in this game? I am trying currently, and I have tried before, but I messed it up. But I'm sort of getting the hang of it now. Thank you for the tip. It's sort of a thing where it's like you try it, it doesn't really work, but then someone tells you to try it, so then you're like, okay, right track, wrong method, let's try again. Thank you for subscribing, Carla. Well, if you go too fast, you're going to end up getting too much momentum, and if you hit the wrong part of the mountain, you're going to slap yourself back too much and fall down even farther. Yeah, this you kind of have to be aggressive with. Sort of just have to... Oh, no, never mind. Too slow. Too slow again. There we go. Oh, too far. Okay, gotta get back into the pace. The mouse is currently at the bottom of the mouse pad, so I need to just get a quick place to rest it and reposition it. I have now done that, so let's get back to it. This part is pretty hard to get yourself properly anchored, because it's very steep. Excuse my barbaric typing. No, it's not barbaric at all. At least I don't feel it is. But yeah, no, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Oh. Yo. Okay, I should keep my mouth shut, right? Almost forgot. Most important thing. Never say anything because you're gonna mess yourself up. Okay. Whoa. I'd say I really need to invest in a bigger mouse pad, but if we can finish this today, then it won't be necessary. Hello, Duolingo, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be asking people how to do language. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not. I currently have no interest in a relationship. Because I sort of feel I'm not in a good position to be in a relationship that's stable and maintainable, so I need to work a bit harder to get there. If you get what I mean. No, let's take it this way around. There we go. Okay, never mind. We slid off anyway. Oh! Oops. If I remember correctly, you can actually soft lock yourself somewhere around here. I think I saw something about it or read something about it once. But yeah, thanks for the tip, Hapu and Carla. It's really helpful. Good, then no one will hear you scream. I mean, I do still live in a house with 4 other people.
Now,
Oh, that's not a
you've
thing.
conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room and the factory, the playground,
Oh.
the construction site, the granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.
And I'm glad you made this game. It's been fun. Oh right, I think if you go to the other side of this tower, that's how you soft lock yourself. Okay, let's hope I don't bump into any rocks on my way up. Because I could still soft lock myself at any moment. Okay. Yeah, Duolingo is here. And welcome back, Mackildale. We've pretty much made it to space right now, so we're basically at the end. But see, that's why you invest in your favorite anime wife. Because at least then you know she'll love you forever.
I dedicate this game to you, the one who came this far. I give
Oh,
it to you with all my love.
I get it. Of course, the asteroids have gravity because, you know, any object has a little bit of gravity around it. So, of course, these asteroids would be no exception. We're going back to the asteroid again. Come on, I just need to land on it so that I can push myself off of it. There we go. Perfect. Now, launch. Oh. Forgot it looks like this when you get here. That's cool. We made it. Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. A game by Bennett Foddy. Featuring design, art, code, sound, music, levels, 3D models, textures, marketing, writing, Q&A, and voice acting by Bennett Foddy. But also featuring 3D models, textures, music, sounds, and code by various other folks. In particular, the original sexy hiking game concept is by Jazuo. The sweet Raymarch clouds are made using Fog Volume by David. One additional voice sample by Gabe Cuzillo. All the music is in the public domain, as far as I can tell. Getting Over It, it was commissioned by John Paulson. Oh, this was commissioned for the Humble Monthly Bundle, and it was made at the New Game Center in New York. iOS port by this person, Matt Bach, and I'm getting behind. It's been a while since I wrote anything I had. This is making my fingers hurt. If you enjoy this game, I bet you'll also enjoy the game that inspired it, Sexy Hiking, a free game you can still find at the website. You might also enjoy Punishment, Desert Golfing, Rain World, Zip Zap. Oh, I'm actually planning on playing Rain World eventually. Golden Tee Golf, Elastomania, Vivovax, Ski Stunt Simulator. Shoutouts to Genevieve. Those are a lot of names. New York colleagues at NYU and outside of it. To Ian Snyder, who was first to the top of the mountain, and to Corey Martin, who was first to complete a successful speedrun. Thanks to Burgess for making the Coptic Stitch notebook I'm writing these credits in. Design friends who helped me test the game. Thank you all to all those people. You've been doing great. Thanks to Jazuo, a genuine a genius and inspiration for this piece. I hope you get to play it one day. Thanks to Nina for the beginners guide, and thanks to you for playing my game and for reading the credits. So sorry about that one time when you got all the way to the top and fell all the way to the bottom. Okay, that's it from me, Bennett Foddy 2017. Okay, so I'm sorry for missing so much chat. I had a lot to read. Okay, what? Oh, wow. We made it. Yeah, we did. Good game. Ooh, space. Well done. Happy for you, Ghosty. Yeah, we did it. Ooh, yay. The game crashed. What's happening? It's changing the resolution. Welcome to the top of the mountain. If you're alone, you can come inside and say hello. I solemnly swear that I am not recording or streaming this, and I understand that only those who have climbed are welcome. So I'm sorry to everyone, but I'm gonna have to just switch screens for a little moment here, or go to this and just. Oh, it actually. No, it doesn't fit in the screen. Never mind. I thought the game wouldn't fit in the screen. It doesn't. But let me just quickly hide this. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna just look at this. I think I already know what this reward is, but just in case. It took 17 hours. That's a bit long, but yeah, we did it. Best thing you could ask for in a game. I would not have the mental capacity to do this. It better be in public domain, because you do have the people that will push out a game on the Steam page and not even tell you whether this music is copyright or not. I have actually gotten copyright claims on some of my Getting Over It streams because of the music used, but they were usually no impact claims, so it's sort of just like, we acknowledge that our song was used, this song belongs to us. But it doesn't really affect anything. You're thinking, oh man, it's okay. Yeah, it took 17 hours, can you believe it? 17 hours, 12 minutes, 41.762 seconds. It's forever. First, tell me your name. Okay, I should probably shut up. Oh. This is interesting. I can't show what it is, of course, but you know. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a souvenir shop. Oh, that probably opens a website. Huh, they removed the original thing that appeared at that point in the game. Like, I got spoiled on something at some point that was originally there, but they removed it. My browser is about to crash, and if not, it's at the very least probably gonna crash the stream. Suffering. Yeah, we get you. Surprised I haven't seen you around more often. But you did say that you take about 2 weeks off or so. Yeah, between streams there are usually like 2 week long gaps for Getting Over It because I've been busy, and then I want to stream it once a week because, you know, most of the week I'm busy editing the video. When I'm done with that, I upload it, and then I'm like, okay, I want to try it again. Let's just close the browser because this is gonna make my stream slow. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I wanted to stream more than once a week, or more often, like at least once a week, but then when I eventually get to the time that I can stream, I end up with this thing where it's like, I don't feel like doing it today, or the power's out, or the Wi-Fi is just not working for some reason, so then I usually can't, even though I want to. So I don't get around to it often. But I am, within the next month, hopefully, gonna be able to get back to streaming more often like I used to earlier last year, before sometime October when I did it like 2 to 3 times a week. But as it currently stands, I can't do it often. But I'll get back to it soon enough. I want to eat something. Well, whatever you do eat, I hope you enjoy it. Just like I enjoy this game. Anything else? Oh yeah, I actually did. I am a person who managed to do, like, I can now use this as sort of a bragging thing. I'm a person who managed to do a 17-hour run of Getting Over It without intensely raging or even cursing even once. Ha! I call that something of a sort of big victory. Kinda cool. I'm feeling so British right now. I don't know why. I don't know why either. I see. Just good to see you again and still kicking. Yeah. So far, like I said, I enjoy the streaming thing, so I do plan to go on. But like, yeah, it's not something I'll be able to do often, and I still don't know if it'll actually go anywhere. Because that's also a big thing. If the streaming thing doesn't go anywhere for too long, then it's sort of a thing where it's like, even if I want to keep going, I might not be able to keep going anymore because I just don't have the resources necessary. I don't know what's gonna happen. The future holds many mysteries, and only time will tell. And as I always say, I am not time. I am but someone living as the sands of time crumble. And by living, of course, I mean living the afterlife that I live as a ghost, but you know, it's when I say living a life, I usually mean it as an expression. Yeah, brag about your victory, man. Well, you deserve it. Thank you very much. I think that's it then, though. Because I've got like half an hour left to be able to do this stream further before I have to sort of get back to other things again. So I think since we managed to finish the game, we might as well call it there. So let's just go over to the goodbye room. I should get off my computer now, my eyes hurt. I hope your eyes get better soon. You should probably get off the computer and rest your eyes a bit. That would be best. Anyway, that was nice. I thank you all so much for watching and hanging out and, you know, just having a good time. And I enjoy talking to everyone. It's fun. It's part of why I enjoy this game. The whole thing about being able to just hang out with everyone and have fun. It's nice, you know, I enjoy it. So I'm glad that you guys were here for this, especially to see the end, because, you know, the end is sort of a big deal when you reach the end of a long journey. So I'm glad you guys were here for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was some good work. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Macrolade. Bye, everyone. Alright, this was fun. 10 out of 10 wasn't there due to things to do. Anyway, see ya. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you were here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you rest peacefully at night. I hope you wake up strong tomorrow, ready to face your day and whatever it may throw your way. It's Monday, so you know it's gonna be a long day for a lot of people. It's back to the start of the week, so you know what? I hope you get some good rest tonight, enough to keep you strong throughout the week. Every night of the week, even. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Rest peaceful night. Wake up strong tomorrow and ready to face your week and all. Goodbye. I appreciate it a lot.